What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy. Something. Hit the keys. And in today's video, I'm here to talk about us influencers shills. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. With no further delay, let's get right into this one, baby.
Some, hit the key.
All right, guys, so this has definitely been a hot topic in the producer community for quite some time now. My guy Bolo actually did an impromptu stream last night where he was kind of talking about it, and it kind of inspired me to make a little video and talk about just my viewpoint on this whole subject. I'm just gonna speak about myself though, because I'm not here to disrespect anybody else. I don't know their perspectives, so on and so forth, but I can only tell you about me. So basically, I've been doing music now, guys, for like 25 years, right? So I started rapping in 1998. I'm 42. I'm old as dirt, right? I get it. But when I first started doing music, there was no tools. There wasn't plugins. You know, you weren't really getting no DAWs. Nobody had no money for Pro Tools when, you know, you're back in those days, you know? And so you couldn't really get help. There wasn't like really people out there giving you the tricks or the tips of the trade or all that other stuff. So for me, I started my channel January 4th was the first video I uploaded, 2020. So about 3.5 years ago, I started this channel and I started off doing some like little production tutorials, but I didn't really know what direction I wanted to go with the channel. And so then there was a day where when Valhalla Supermassive came out, I was like, man, let me check this out. And so I checked it out and then I was like, I'm gonna do a review on this. And so I ended up doing a review on it and the review did pretty good. And then I did a review on Niall's K1V, and that video just blew up for me. It was like my biggest video at that time. I mean, I'd only been doing YouTube for like 4 or 5 months, and that video did pretty well for me. So then I thought to myself, well, people must like this, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to show people the plugins that I was using. I wanted to do some production tutorials. You know, I just wanted to give all the tools that I had away, because at this point, I'm not like chasing plaques. I'm not trying to be no famous producer. I'm not trying to be all that stuff. I'm just trying to be a musician that can make music and do all this other stuff, right? So fast forward a couple months. So now I'm doing a pretty good job. I'm doing these MPC beat tutorials. I'm doing like all this stuff to help the producer community out, right? Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help them, teach them how to make music in a free DAW. You know what I'm saying? Get them some free plugins, get them some stuff. And so just like Bolo says, you start working your way up. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, now all of a sudden people are starting to wanting to give me free or give me their plugins to do a review on. So I think the first company that ever reached out to me to do a review on their plugins was the Natan. And then from there, it was like more companies were emailing me, more companies were hitting me up on IG and so on and so forth. So for me on my channel, you guys notice you're not going to catch a lot of negative reviews, because it's like, I'm not going to waste my time bashing something that I don't even want to put out to the people. So like a lot of people, you know, they're going to give their positive or their negative reviews, and that's fine. I don't have no problems with that. But here, instead of doing a negative review, I would rather spend some time finding 4 or 5 free plugins for you guys that would be more useful or more beneficial to your, you know, your help. And so like, that's what kind of gets me about this is like, not every influencer is a shill. Do I have affiliate links? Of course I have affiliate links. Why would I not have affiliate links? You have to realize the work that goes into putting together a video. So I have to get the plugin. I got to learn the plugin. That's going to be a couple hours. I got to make a beat, you know what I'm saying, for the demonstration so that I can walk through that. That's going to take a little bit of time. I got to record the video. I got to edit the video. I got to make a thumbnail. I got to export the video. I got to upload the video. I got to do a description. I got to schedule the video. So there's all these steps. And it's like, you guys expect for influencers to do all that for free without getting an affiliate link? Why would I spend 6 to 7 hours putting a video together? Granted, I like the plugin, but you guys get it. Like, affiliate link is just like a tip, just like anywhere else you go. If I helped you out in my video, if my video helped you get the plugin it is that you wanted, then why can I not get an affiliate link? And so at first, you know, you're not necessarily sure what's a great or what's a bad plugin, because you buy a lot of plugins. Like I bought my Omnisphere, I bought my Pigments, I bought all those plugins, right? And I talk about those plugins all the time about how much I love them, so on and so forth. So I'm not shilling. I literally paid for them and I love them. And I'll say it, Analog Labs came with my keyboard that I paid for. I love those plugins, right? So I can talk about the plugins that I like and that I love without being a shill. And then with that same respect, I can demo a plugin or review a plugin, and I may not use it 24/7, but my job isn't to use the plugin 24/7. I don't think that's what you guys understand. Well, some people, my job is just to provide a review for you to be able to reference if that plugin is something that you want. Like I'm not telling anybody to go out and buy any of the stuff that I'm demoing or reviewing. It's just my job to provide an honest review of either a good or bad plugin on my channel. And typically I only try to bring the good stuff to the channel because I'm all about trying to have positive energy, I've had a lot of negative energy in my life. We're trying to go positive now. I mean, and most importantly, really what influencers should be trying to do is just try to provide a review and a demonstration to help you. You know what I'm saying? So me getting a plugin and going through all the details of the plugin, using it on 7 different instruments and all this stuff is just to give you an example of how this plugin is going to sound on all these different things. Like a lot of influencers or I don't even like calling myself an influencer. A lot of content creators or a lot of people like me, I'm literally putting in the work to show you how this stuff is going to work on a lot of different things. And so ultimately it should help you not waste your money or help you get a great plugin. And that's just something I feel like always gets lost in the fray. Why would it be fair to me for me to get a plugin and put it in front of 24,000 people and the company gets all this money and then me as the influencer gets nothing? Again, I'm not selling the product, but I'm doing the review. But if my review or my demo is what sells it, how come I can't get an affiliate link? That just makes no sense at all to me. So that to me is kind of frustrating. I get it. There's a lot of people out here who will take money and promote everything. If you've seen my inbox, and seen how many plugins I get sent a day, how many plugins I get sent a week, how many plugins that I get, you would understand, oh, this dude's a real one. He's just trying to review a product and give us some good stuff. Things that I will say to look for if you're not sure if you can trust an influencer or not. What is he doing for the community? So again, I don't have to defend myself. Nobody's calling me out. I haven't seen anybody say anything about me, but I'm just giving my opinion on why I do this. And so it's like, look at what they're doing. So I can just talk about me for an instance. Again, I'm not here to talk about anybody else. I'm not here to smash anybody else or clown anybody else or nothing like that. But what do I do? I've given away free drum packs, free sample packs. I've made free expansion packs. I've done all kinds of stuff. I find free plugins all the time. So even though now I'm in an area where I'm getting equipment and like every company's going to send me whatever, I could basically do whatever I want to. I still make sure that I always do the free plugin roundups, maybe once or twice a month. I make sure I find a free plugin for you guys in the news report. I try my best to understand that, like, look, everybody can't afford stuff. So, I can still find some good free stuff that's going to be good for them and get it out there for them and so on and so forth. So for me, I don't think that all influencers are shills because everybody has a different path. Everybody has a different road. Everybody has a different goal with this thing. So like me, I'm not looking for like all the new products that come out. So like, yeah, I get equipment and gear, but what I like to do is get gear that I want and equipment that I actually want. And then I'll review that stuff. So like this microphone, yes, I wanted this microphone, and that review is coming tomorrow. It's coming tomorrow, I promise y'all. But I'm not shilling for this microphone. I did a whole bunch of research. I've been researching this microphone before UA bought it. And I know this video isn't about this microphone, so on and so forth, but it's just like, you have to think about the influencer and what they do to the community and what they do for the community. Again, like you can come to my live stream anytime you want. If I'm on a live stream and you ask me a question about a plugin, I'll stop making my beat and I'll tell you the honest to God truth about a plugin. If you have questions about interfaces and keyboards and all this other stuff, I will stop my live stream and we'll get on Zounds or Sweetwater or wherever it is and we'll look up different keyboards and we'll talk about it together and I can just give my best opinion. I don't know. I guess sometimes I feel like people have unrealistic expectations because like they do YouTube, and yes, YouTube's a business, but they've never ran a business. And so it's like they never had employees, they never had all this other stuff. And so like when they go all extra hard on these companies for the plugins, maybe not being exactly what they wanted or something like that, I don't like that either, because it's like it's a business, man. You know, they got budgets to run. They got all kinds of stuff that they have to do that you have never seen. You probably never seen a P&L before. You probably don't know what PAC is. You probably don't know what all this stuff is. Labor costs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell you what the P&L is going to look for like for a software company, but I ran restaurants for 20 years. So I understand what business is like. So I understand that every time a product comes out, it's not always going to be perfect, but they got employees they got to pay. Employees got families they got to feed. So sometimes when stuff like an MPC, you know, X special edition comes out, yeah, they're not going to make a bunch of them, but they know that some of their fans want that. They want that. Their fans have the money to pay for that. It's the people over here who aren't using it or who don't have the money to pay for it are the ones that are complaining about it. And so like that's what kind of gets me frustrated about this whole influencer space is that I feel like sometimes us as the influencers aren't looking at it as a business perspective. We're only looking at it as the fan perspective because we haven't been back on the other side of the business. We've only been an employee or something like that. We ain't been a business. We ain't ran a business. We ain't had employees. We ain't had all this other stuff. I don't know. So it just makes it easy for you to come up with your own idea of how things should work or how the world should run or how the business should run, but you don't even have any idea how business should run. And so like sometimes that gets me frustrated when I'm in this space and I'm watching a ton of different content from a bunch of different content creators where they're talking about stuff that they don't really understand because they've never ran a business. And I know that sounds like, I'm not trying to sound condescending and I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but that's something that you have to think about too. You're watching these influencers give their thoughts and their reviews and stuff, but they don't even know what the back end's like. So I guess I kind of got lost there. I kind of got off, but I guess you guys get what I'm saying, man. Before you guys think that all influencers are shills, look at what they're doing to the community or what they're doing for the community, because they could be doing a lot more than you really realize. They could be helping a lot of folks out. So I appreciate you guys' time as always. I'm sorry this rant was all the way off and all the way to the left field, but you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some hit the key.